In the next few minutes, you will hear very important information that could change your life. We're introducing a new cutting-edge, revolutionary product for diesel and gasoline. This product offers significant reduction on the consumption and pollution emissions from gasoline and diesel. This presentation documents the history of the organometallic catalyzer liquid technology crystallized in the EconoField tablet. Listen attentively. Do you know people who use gasoline? Do you know people who would like to save money on the consumption of gasoline? In the middle of the global economic crisis, there exists a huge opportunity. The energy industry is larger than the travel and the wellness industries combined. Therefore, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar project. The price of gasoline goes up and down, but it goes up more than it goes down. A few years ago, the average price of gasoline was only around $1 per gallon. Today, the prices of gasoline and diesel have an average price of around $3.50 to $4 a gallon. Experts in energy and economy are predicting that gasoline and diesel prices could rise up to the $6 to $10 range or even higher in the United States. Four powerful reasons for this are: interruption of the production and distribution channels in the Middle East due to war, especially around the Persian Gulf. Reduced production from OPEC nations elevating prices. It is also important to note that 33% of production and 56% of the known global reserves come from this region. Number 2, natural disasters such as hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico disrupt drilling and refinery operations. Number 3, inflation and a severe devaluation of the dollar due to the collapse of the world economy, international market instability, and the return to silver and gold as a currency security. Finally, seasonal fluctuations in demand during summer and holidays. Price also rises because by law, gasoline and diesel require field additives to comply with some state clean air standards. This and other factors could dramatically influence gas and diesel prices. We're a society that is totally dependent on petroleum-based combustibles. Let's think for a moment. We use fuel daily to go to work, take our kids to school, go shopping. How do you think milk, bread, and vegetables get to the grocery store? Did you know when we burn a gallon of gasoline or diesel, 16 to 21 pounds of carbon dioxide are launched into the atmosphere? In addition to nitrogen oxide, sulfurs, and volatile hydrocarbons, all these pollutants affect the respiratory system of all living things on the planet. The environmental pollution from hydrocarbons is a problem that we are all responsible for, and we should take responsibility and action. In order to counter the effects of only one vehicle, we will have to plant 32 trees and wait for them to grow and mature for 20 to 30 years. The problem is, we manufacture new vehicles faster than we plant new mature trees. A sensible way to curb this problem is to use the EconoField tap every time you fill up your tank. The applied technology in the development of the EconoField tap comes from the end of the 60s and early 70s, when supercomputers, the electron microscope, and nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy was perfected. In the preceding years, nobody was interested in saving money on gasoline or diesel or the control of emissions and regulations for environmental protection. Gasoline was cheap and cost only 20 to 30 cents per gallon. But during that time, scientists were very interested in increasing the velocity of missiles and atomic weapons, fighter jets, and space rockets. Thanks in part to the technology behind the organometallic catalyzer, today we can enjoy a sports game live located in the other side of the planet via satellite from the comfort of our own home. We use cellular phones, navigation systems, and the internet using satellites. In 1973, the Nobel Prize in Science and Chemistry was awarded to Ernst Otto Fischer and Jeffrey Wilkinson of the Universities of Munich and London of their pioneer work in organometallic compounds, so-called sandwich compounds. They were able to formulate a stable metal molecule in between two carbon elements connected to hydrogen chains. In recent years, there have been various versions of catalyzers for internal combustion engines utilized for commercial and military use. There have been many scientific studies and double-blind studies covering more than 400 million miles from universities and government agencies from around the world. The triple-strength Econofill taps are the latest expression of science in the crystallized liquid organometallic formula using microtechnology triple power for internal combustion engines. If we take a closer look at the internal function of a standard combustion engine, we will discover that without the Econofill tap, the combustion cycle does not complete in the combustion chamber of the engine. If you were to remove the exhaust manifold from the engine, you will discover that the majority exude fire from the chamber during the exhaust cycle. Once the Econofill tap is dissolved into gasoline or diesel, the fuel becomes a carrier for the catalyzer into the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber, the catalyzer accelerates the speed of the burn, causing it to complete within the chamber, resulting in more horsepower, reduced heat expelled, and keeping the engine cooler, which in turn increases the efficiency of the vehicle in mileage and power. This product can be used in boats, trucks, tractors, lawnmowers, diesel-powered electric generators, and automobiles. During a 2.5-year study from the summer of 2010 to the spring of 2013, the Econofill tap has been used in thousands of vehicles that burn gasoline, diesel, and ethanol, including cargo vehicles, automobiles, power generators with excellent results without any product returns. The scientist who formulated the Econofill tap says the product works 100% of the time as long as it is used properly and continually. The manufacturer of the Econofill tap is a scientist who has more than 30 years of experience providing similar products to the Department of Defense of the United States. And now, Future Global Vision has acquired the exclusive global distribution rights of the Econofill tap. The founders of Future Global Vision and their associated consultants have more than 100 years of combined experience building, distributing, and administratively supporting successful global networks. This is an experienced corporate team with field experience and proven international leadership. Future Global Vision, a combination of a unique product with huge demand on a market with unlimited potential. Additionally, the company offers the most lucrative compensation plan in the industry. The expert's vision says that in the next few years, Future Global Vision will be positioned as one of the giants in the global market with a potential to generate extraordinary global sales and hundreds of millionaire distributors. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this valuable presentation. Get back to the person who gave you this information so you can immediately begin to enjoy the benefits of this extraordinary product while at the same time helping to improve the environment and achieve your dreams of financial freedom. Thank you.